Hi everyone, I'm Marbozir and welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Hong Kong. So, let's continue where we left off, and the troll that we healed with our medkit did warn us about those two. So, they are quite suspicious. Let's be careful here. As you approach, something catches your eye. A vent in the wall behind the locals. Movement. Something living must be hidden inside. Okay, let's just say nothing, because they are quite suspicious. Especially after we got warned about them. Say nothing. As you watch, the locals continue to wave for you, unaware of what's happening behind them. There is a flurry of motion and something large explodes out of the vent. Gobbit lands in a crouch, her weapon raised. Don't go in there, it's a trap. Well, yeah, how unexpected. Yeah, I think we expected some kind of trap, especially after we got warned. Alright, let's kill them then. Let's see, best way to do it? We could use Pommel Strike. That's only 57%, that's a little bit low. Well, I think that's our best bet still. But let's open with a grenade launcher. Or maybe even a proximity grenade? No, we can't throw it far enough. What about the other grenades? Nope, our range is not good enough. Okay, let's use the grenade launcher then. 58%, not amazing, but it worked. Nice. One more? Or move into cover? It might be better to move into cover. But it's quite tempting to use one more. Screw it, let's use one more. Nice. That was really good damage. We might even be able to kill one of them, I think. We got burst fire. 54%. Or we can use Deadeye Shot, 24%. Nice. One down. The bloodied local tosses his gun aside and raises a pair of trembling hands. His eyes have gone wide with terror. I'm sorry. We didn't want to do it. We didn't have a choice. It ordered us to. What it? What are you talking about? Explain yourself. I don't know what it is. It talks with Malvina's voice, but it isn't her. If you want to leave, you have to do what it says. I'm going to let you leave, don't make me regret it. Kill the squatter. You are going to lead us into a trap. Nobody does that and leaves. Okay, so we can leave them alive. Do we want to? It's a fair point, they did lead us into a trap. Huh. But there's obviously something strange going on around here. Okay, we'll let him leave. Don't make me regret it. Damn right. The squatter collapses against the wall, sobbing uncontrollably. Gobbit dusts herself off and paces towards you. Heya is... Hey Cyril, I don't remember inviting you on this run, but I guess that I'm glad you could make it. She jerks her head towards the squatter's ruined body. You're welcome, by the way. Wanna tell me what the hell is going on here, Gobbit? We just shot some locals, but don't worry, they were bad people. I'll take your word for it. What were you saying about the trap? Yeah, that's where they were leading you. I didn't want to see that happen, so I came running to your rescue. She puts her hands on her hips and widens her stance. A picture-perfect example of the classic superhero pose. You are, again, welcome. Muttering under her breath, Isabel steps forward. Gobbit, tell us what kind of trap you're talking about. The kind where you end up dead. Look, I don't know exactly what they were planning to do, but I've seen them lead people through those doors before. She gestures towards the heavy double doors at the end of the hall. The people who I watched go in there never came back out again, not a one. They'd just scream and scream, and when the doors opened again, they'd be gone. Well, thanks for the warning. So you don't actually know what's in there then? No. But judging by all the screaming, I'm gonna make an educated guess that is probably something bad. There is a long, awkward pause. Finally, Isabel steps forward. So now that we're all together, do you want to tell us why you came back here all by yourself? We'd have gone with you, Gobbit. All that you had to do was tell us. She raises her hands. Yeah, I know. But I figured that this one was on me, and I didn't want to wait another minute. Besides, I had a plan. You're on a boat full of hostiles by yourself, in the dead of night, being hunted by devil rats. That doesn't sound like a great plan to me. I didn't come back here to fight, Cielo. This is a recon mission. I wanted to scope the place out. And it's easier to do that solo than it would have been dragging you two along. No offense. So you've scoped the place out. Fine. Mission accomplished. Do you know what you're doing now? Yeah, this place is fucked. I'm gonna sink it. Wait a second. What? The sinking ship is doomed, Cielo. I could feel that the second I set foot on board. Earlier than that, even. On some level, I think that I could feel it back home. That's why I couldn't stop thinking about this place. Whatever is happening here, it's wrong. This whole place feels off to me somehow, maybe even toxic. I came back to find my friends, Cadmos and Malvina, to check on them. Instead, I found a swarm of rats, a death trap, and a bunch of squatters who seem intent on killing me. Her tone becomes brisk. So, I'm going to kill them right back, and I'm gonna use these Catling charges that are still embedded in the hull to do that. I've already handled the ones on this level, but I haven't gone down below yet. We need to activate the charges below the waterline if we're gonna bring this sucker down. And so that's where you're heading next, downward. Not quite, on account of the trap. I don't know how to get past it yet. She frowns. Minor setback, right? So my next step was to figure that out. Makes sense to me. Time to go ask some pointed questions then. We haven't found Cadmos or Malvina yet. They could still be alive somewhere, maybe even on this level. Yeah, maybe. I hope so, because of all the people on this raft, Cad is one I'd most trust to get us past whatever is in that room. He was always more of a mechanic than he was a shaman. We have to figure out how to get past the trap, I get that, but let's keep our eyes open while we're doing that. There could be more going on here than you realize. Let's get this over with, the sooner we'll... Yeah, let's go with the first one. I seriously doubted it. Remember what I told you about second guessing? He isn't second guessing anything. We haven't seen enough to make a decision yet. You may have, but we haven't. Alright, Iz, you wanna look around? We'll do that, but afterwards, we're arming the rest of those charges. Let's move. Okay, so let's look around a bit. Maintenance notice. Okay, all lower decks are off limits. Okay. So, is this the place that's supposed to be a trap? The air is thicker here, acrid. The stench clings to your tongue, sticks in the back of your throat. It smells like a damp cardboard and stale urine. Well, that's foul. Don't go any further into the room, either of you. We don't know how to disarm the trap yet. Hang on, I just want to take a look. The flooring here is a patchwork of metal scrap that creaks beneath your feet. With each step you can feel it flex, struggling to accommodate your weight. Yeah, back away. It looks like this place is going to fall apart. Okay, let's back up for a moment. Is there anyone else that we can talk with around here? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we talked with everyone. We can check that terminal out. But other than that, we already talked with everyone here. So what about the terminal? Access the terminal? Okay then. Read the first message. We need to talk about these new regulations that you keep handing down. Look, I used to be a merchant marine. I get it. I know how important procedure is on boat. And I know the mindset that you're working against. But some of these new regs are bordering on draconian. And they're getting in the way of our maintenance crews downstairs. That's to Malvina. Order is a good thing, micromanaging isn't. So let's talk about it, okay? Second message. To Cadmos. We've got a hell of an infestation going on in the lower levels. And we need to start doing something about it. Can I count on you and your boys to help me with this? I know that M would frown on what I'm proposing, but she isn't doing anything to help. We have to take matters into our own hands before things get ugly. Third message. This was exactly what I was afraid of, see? Those bloody rats have eaten us out of house and home. And now that their food supply is gone, they've decided to turn on us. It's pretty clear that M can't or won't use her magic to fix this. So it's on us to deal with the fallout. That's to Cadmos. I've had the upstairs maintenance crews set aside a couple of containers as a quarantine area, sick room. It's inevitable that we're gonna start seeing people sick, seeing people getting sick, and we need a place to shelve them. If we don't do this, we're going to have a panic on our hands. Vita's deaths aren't pity. Okay, fourth message. To Yasmin. Yas, tell your brother that I got his note and that I'll be there. I don't know what all of this is about, but I have a guess. And if I'm right, well, I mean, things have to change around here for all our sakes. Mutiny, I'm guessing? Alright then. So we have to go for that room. We don't really have a choice. Yeah, we already talked with everyone around here. And there's nothing else. So we have to go through here. Yep, I knew it's going to fall apart. You hit the ground with a bone-snapping crunch. Everything goes black. Oh, mission failed, really? Okay, load last save. How the heck do we go through there then? Well, that was kind of unexpected. I mean, we knew there's a trap in that room, but I didn't expect an instant death. Not sure what the last save was. Oh yeah, I know, it was at the start. Well, I guess we'll have to kill them again. Fine. We'll have to repeat that part again. Should be easy enough. Let's hope we'll be just as accurate this time. Yep, that's pretty good. One more. Or two more even. There. And we can use Deadeye Shot. There. And hit him in the face. Yeah, it wasn't as good this time, unfortunately. And we missed. And we missed again. Well, no, the second one was good, but it wasn't good enough. Yep, that's the same dialogue again. I'm going to let you leave. And here's Gobbit. So want to tell me what's going on? What were you saying about the trap? Thanks for the warning. So you don't actually know what's in there? Yep. The sinking ship is doomed. We haven't found Cadmos or Malvina yet. Alright, let's move. So, how the heck are we supposed to go through here? I have no idea. We'll obviously die if we try to go through here. So how the heck do we do this? Well, let's back up a bit and see if we can find anything new. Oh yeah, we were supposed to come to this guy with Gobbit. Right. Gobbit, back after all this time. Yeah, I'm sorry it's taken so long. It's good to see you again, Cad. Oh, this is... what? Oh, okay. This is Cadmos. Perfect. Thanks for asking. I mean, I'm dying, and my home has gone to shit, and we're probably gonna sink into the bay, but otherwise I'm great. With a visible effort, he shifts his focus to Gobbit. Welcome home, girl. Been a long time. Cadmos, Save it, I'm not mad. I'm mostly just happy to hear your voice again. It's good to have a friend. Are you sick, Cadmos? Well, I think that's pretty obvious, I'm just saying. Ill? I would say so, deathly ill. Vitas is a real bitch. Even a neutered strain like this one can really knock you on your ass. You'll be okay, Cad. You're a dwarf and a shaman. That's 2 big points in your favor. You're gonna walk this off, you'll see. Spare me the pep talk. I'm too tired to walk. Cad. Save it. I know what my chances look like, and they ain't good. I've seen a lot of our friends loaded into this cause, Gobbit. They all went out in garbage bags. Anyway, let's talk about something else, huh? All this doom and gloom is getting to me. So tell us what's happening here. Bad things. A lot of good people died. Something's gone rotten on this raft, Gobbit. You know what I mean. Toxic. Yeah, I can feel it too. I could feel it all the way back home. Cadmos, where are our friends? What happened to Yasmin and Anson and Malvina? Anson's dead. He never made it into the sick room, just disappeared. But I know where he went. Yasmin's still with us. Small favors, right? But the fight has gone out of her. She's content to do what she's told and tremble. Malvina ain't Malvina anymore. I'd guessed as much. Hey, guess what? I had to, but I wanted to give my friend the benefit of the doubt until I was sure. Cad, Malvina went off the rails because of that damned bauble I gave her. That's what happened, isn't it? It ain't her, Gobbit, it's something else. But yeah, that shiny red egg that you and Soy lifted is the cause of it, I think. The ugliness was already inside of her, but that thing brought it out. Shit. Cadmos, you said that Malvina isn't herself anymore, so what is she? You ever heard of a rat king? It's an old folklore thing. Bunch of rats all fused together, their tails all wrapped and twisted into a great big knot. That's what Mal has become. I don't know how many different spirits she's tied her essence to, but the last time I opened my third eye to her, I couldn't see where they ended and when she began. What does that even mean? I've never heard of. It means that she ain't human anymore, girl. Her aura is bound to other things, alien things, all tangled and twisted and grown together. They're all one being now, a rat king. It talks like Malvina, but it ain't her anymore. Is she possessed? No. Best as I can tell, she invited this, welcomes it. Malvina and the things she's tied to are all one being now, a collective. And to listen to them talk, they all like it that way. Okay? The talisman that the Rat King is holding, the shiny object. Do you know how it works? Nah, I tried ascending it once. The only thing that I took away from the experience was a migraine. Felt like there were railroad spikes buried behind my eyes for days. And I can tell you for certain that it still works. As long as the Rat King's connected to that thing, you can't hurt it. Any holes that you put in his body will close up on their own. So what are we expected to do against that? If the bubble makes the thing unkillable, then you'll need to find a way to get that bubble away from it. Gobbit managed to do that during Soy's rebellion. I'll bet that she could do it again. When did all of this start? Nah, not long. Maybe a week ago or so. We couldn't see it at the time, but it was happening. I'd stake my life on it. I don't get this. Everything was fine when I left the raft. I mean, the vibe here had changed, but Malvina was still Malvina. If anything, she was even stronger than the woman I'd known. Yeah, she got strong, alright. Strong and mean. It started small. A couple of months after Soy's mutiny, Malvina started proposing new rules. She said that she was cracking down on infractions, keeping order to keep us safe. But over time, those rules started picking up, and gradually, the punishments started getting worse. She became paranoid. Yeah, that's right. That's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say that she had it in her all along. She. I don't think that Malvina can even be described as she anymore. She, it, is really a they. Our friend is dead, or changed so much that she might as well be. And the things that are wearing her skin don't belong in this world. Okay. There's a trapped room at the end of the hall. Do you know anything about that? Yeah. Me and my crew built the thing. Let me guess, Malvina's orders? He nods. First thing she asked us to do after Soy's little rebellion, we started work on the thing the week after you left. Yasmin was in charge of the project. Can you tell us how to get past it? No. No, but Yas can. She should be somewhere on this level. Go find her and tell her I sent you. We will, thanks God. Don't mention it. How do you fight this Rat King? Yeah, I'd had enough. A lot of us had, so we took a page from old Soy's book. We mutinied. This is what's left of our side. Been locked in here for 5 days now, waiting for Vitas to finish the job. The rest of us got to feed the rats. Another mutiny, seriously? Doesn't seem to have gone very well. No, it didn't. Truth is, we weren't prepared for how many of those bastard rats Malvina had bred, and we weren't expecting our shipmates to fight on her behalf. Why would the orders stop you from taking the ship back? That doesn't even make any sense. Why do you think, girl? Fear. Fear of death. Fear of being gnawed apart by 100 vermin. Fear of that thing. You're saying that the people here aren't brainwashed. They're just afraid. Scared shitless is a better way of putting it. And I can't blame them. If anything, we're the crazy ones for trying to fight that thing. If the Rat King soldiers only serve it because they're afraid, then maybe we can turn them away from it. Good though, they might rally around someone they know. Maybe someone who they lived and fought for them years ago. That was a subtle hint, girl. I've got a better idea. We're gonna get you and your people onto lifeboats, and then we're sending this raft to the bottom of the bay, and the Rat King is going with it. You can't mean that. This is our home. We've got nowhere else to go, Gobbit. I am not gonna let that thing force us to put this raft to the torch. You've already tried it your way. Look what happened. Maybe it's good that you leave this place. I've lived in a place like this before. I've seen what it can do to people. She grew up in the walled city, Cad. Then she knows what we've got to look forward to if you sink this raft, cause we sure as hell can't afford to live anywhere else. Gobbit, listen. It isn't too late for the sinking ship. We can still turn this thing around. My mutiny failed because the Rat King knew things that we didn't. Yours can succeed if you'll try. My gut says that we should sink the raft. It said that from the moment I arrived here. That's what Rand wants me to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. Gobbit, Cadmos might be right. If we could drum up enough support, I think that we could retake the sinking ship. Her eyes narrow. Have you forgotten the first lesson I taught you, Seattle? Always go with your gut. And my gut says, spare us the lecture, Gobbit. Cadmos is right. You're going off half-cocked again. The truth is, we can save this raft if you want to. If you don't, tell us and we'll sink it. Look, Gobbit, things have changed since you decided to sink this raft. You can see that, right? Alright, Cad. If you're sure that you can keep up your end, I'd be willing to keep up to help you with your mutiny. But if your people fuck it up, I'm sinking this thing, got it? Yeah, and thanks. With your help, we can do this. That remains to be seen. Go on, get moving, and convince as many people as you can to help us when the time comes. Whoever you don't bring around to our side is gonna fight against us, so be thorough about it. When you're ready for us to make our move, trigger the shipboard alarm system. 2 blasts. Then we'll start kicking indoors. Alright, Cad, 2 blasts starts the mutiny. But if we sound the alarm once and leave it, you get your people the hell out of this raft, got it? 1 blast means you're sinking the raft. You do that, and I'm kicking your bony ass from here to Macau, but yeah, I hear you. You got all of that, stranger? You know what you're supposed to do? We convince people to join you, then trigger the alarm. 1 blast means we're sinking the raft, 2 means that the mutiny is on, got it? Good, thanks. And Gobbit, thank you. Does me good to know that you're with us on this. Okay, so not much else to talk about with him. Alright, so let's talk with some people. I guess we have to talk with everyone. Local inhabitant. Wait, what did she say? Okay, we can count her in. Let's talk with the troll that we helped earlier. I assume she's going to join. If she's strong enough to join in the first place. That's a lot of blood. So, Sparrow. We're taking another run at the Rat King. And we're gonna kill it this time. We could use your help. I want to help, I do. But I can't do much without supplies. I'll make you a deal. If you hook me up with some medical supplies, I'll join your mutiny. Okay, fine. We'll give her a medkit. Alright, fine. A deal's a deal, and I have a debt to repay. When you make your move on the Rat King, I'll be there to help. Well, I hope that was worth an advanced medkit, I really do. We'll find out. So, next person. Gobbit, you're back. Hello, Yasmin. It's good to see you again. Yeah, you too. Where the hell have you been all these years? On a different boat, funny enough. Yes, I'm a little out of the loop what's happening here. Could you do me a solid and fill us in? Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about it, but I'll tell you what I know. Okay, well, tell us what's happening. Well, we're all struggling to deal with the devil rat infestation. You probably know about them. With all of the rats around, there aren't many volunteers for the maintenance crews anymore. It gets lonely out here. That's it. That's all I have to say. Yes, you're talking to me here, so tell me what's going on. I can't help you if I don't know what's happening. Yasmin's eyes dart up and down the hall, scanning for anyone who might be coming. Her hands begin to shake. After a moment, she leans towards Gobbit and lowers her voice to a whisper. Yeah, alright. This raft is cursed. By the Rat King, you mean? Your brother told us about it. Yes. It has spies everywhere. Rats, those little monsters, and the kind on two legs. If you don't do what it says, things happen to you. And it talks over the intercom using Malvina's voice, but it isn't her. I know, Yaz. One way or another, I'm going to kill it. Good. Thanks, Yaz. That helps. Believe it or not, it helps. So, we're taking the ship back, Yasmin. We need your help. Another mutiny? No, not me. Go to someone else. I saw what happened last time. Last time, you didn't have me here. We're gonna kill the monster that stole Malvina's voice, Yaz. You got my word on that. She stares at Gobbit long and hard. Alright, Gobbit, I'm terrified. But I'm not a fighter. I keep the ship afloat. But whatever I can do, I'll help. You'll be okay, Yasmin, I'll promise. Circle up with your brother. I'm sending everyone we can convince to help to meet up with him in the sick room. Alright, so does that Cadmos said that you were in charge of building the shop at the end of the hall? Yeah, that was me. I didn't want to build the thing, but I did it to help Malvina, to keep us safe. I've regretted it ever since. We could really use your help, Yaz. We need to get below decks, and we need to do it in one piece. Can you help us get past the trap that we built? I think so. It's been a long time, but I think I remember what wires you need to snip to disarm the thing. There's a hidden access panel in the floor. You'd never find it if you didn't know where to look. You snip these wires here, and this one here, bypass this circuit, and then flip this lever. And do that and you're done. The trapdoor won't trigger, and you won't get dumped into the killing pit. Killing pit. It's pretty much what you'd expect. Thanks, Yaz. You don't know how badly we needed this. I can guess. Cadmos sent you to me after all. Best of luck. Okay, so we know how to get past that thing. But we're not done talking with everyone just yet. So this person. You again. What do you need? Did the Rat King's people do that to you? No. I got caught in the crossfire. The mutineers did this to me. Thought I was with the Rat King. All that I wanted to do was get home. Instead, my right eye only sees double now. Can hardly use my hands. Thanks for asking. I know you're hurting, but there are other ways to help than fighting. Oh, I can fight. Don't worry about that. Might be best if I waited a week or two, but even in the state I'm in, I can hold my own. I used to be damn good with a blade. Paid a pretty penny to have one custom forged for me even. That blade was a lovely thing. Useful in and out of a fight. I always liked that. It wasn't just a weapon, it was a tool. What happened? Taken, lost, I don't know. How about you, stranger? You handy with a blade? Well, we don't have 5 in melee weapons. No. And even if it did, you think I'd tell a stranger where to find it? That blade was my most prized possession. If anyone's gonna find it, it's gonna be me. We're taking this raft back from the Rat King, and we need All the help we can get. Can we count on you? He chuckles. You're all fools. The last 2 mutinies failed, and yours will too. Even if you did have a chance, it was Cadmos and his boys that did this to me. You think I'm gonna cozy up with them? I'm sorry that they hurt you, but like you said, you got caught in a crossfire. People get hurt in those situations. It happens. Cadmos would never intentionally harm you. The Rat King, on the other hand. I said no. I'm not putting my neck out for anybody. I'm gonna write this thing out. And that's all there is to it. Okay? So... the Rat King could have you killed at a moment's notice, and it's only a matter of time before it does. Can't you see that? You hard of hearing? I said no, and that's final. I am not laying my life on the line for you, or for Cadmos, or for anyone else. Okay, we do have etiquette, Shadowrunner, that can help. Wake up. You're living in a war zone. Not choosing a side won't keep you safe. It'll get you killed. He stares at you with his good eye. You're right. I know that. I know it better than most. But can't just pick up and leave. Nobody can. The Rat King won't let us. Then we'll have to kill the fucking thing, won't we? You a killer girl? I do it for a living. We all do. Then maybe you've got a chance. To hell with it. I mean, when you make your move, I'll do what I can to help. Alright. So, that guy joined us. Objective complete. Okay then. But there are other people here that we can talk with. Why is this objective not completed? Find Cadmos. I mean, we did find him. Well, whatever. There's one more person we can talk with. Liz. You're back. Why? The Rat King has ruled here for long enough. We're taking it down. And we could use your help. Her eyes go wide. You'll get yourselves killed even talking like that. You'll get me killed with you. Get the hell out of here right now. I won't take part in another damned mutiny. Think. How does it help you for the Rat King to stay in control? I warned you. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to kill her now? Whatever. Oh, well, that was slightly unexpected. We need to open that door. Okay, so... Pommel strike. It's unfortunate that we have to kill her, but... oh well. As the guy said, anyone who doesn't join us will fight against us later. So we might as well just kill her now, when we don't have to fight anyone else at the same time. Alright, we have to move before we can take a shot. There, that's a nice hit. Burst fire. Why not? And I think this will be good enough. She's dead. Unfortunate, but necessary. I think we talked with everyone now. Looks like we did. So it's time to move. Yep, time to make our move, I guess. But we're going to do that in the next part. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you next time.